To dehydrate apples, first you need to wash them well. Make sure there's no surface mold, bacteria, whatever. Now you need to tell your apples dry. You have to take off all the surface moisture before you begin the drying process. Now what you want to do is basically make apple rings. Slice your apples about 1/4 inch thick. You can do a little bit thinner. It's your personal preference. I like it a little bit thicker, but they dry, but it takes longer to dry them that way if they're thicker. Now I core these after I've cut them. I find it easier. Just spin my knife around the core, pop the core out, spin the apple in a circle nicely, pop the core out. Now I take my apples and I lay them in a single layer on a drying rack. Put little pieces in the middle, try to fill up all the space as good as you can. Now I've got one tray done. I put this on the dryer and start on the next tray. You'll notice to fill the tray fully, I've cut some slices in half, and I try to get as many on here as I can to save space so I can get more apples dried at one time. Any brown spots you might find, any bad spots, bruises, cut them off. You do not want any bacteria or rot in your drying apples. Some people like to dip their apples in sulfites or some kind of a chemical poisonous solution to keep them white and pretty. Well, I like organics, I like nature, and I just put them on. I don't mind a little bit of brown color. You can dip these in lemon juice if you'd like. Just a real quick dip in lemon juice will stop the oxidization of the apples. Lemon juice works actually quite well. Now I've got my dryer rack full. I don't have enough room for one more apple, so that's as good as it's going to get. I've cut larger apples in half so they fit better on the rack. And now I can put my lid on my tray and plug it in, and this will take between 16 to 24 hours. Now the apples are done dehydrating. Now this is personal preference, but the apples should be a little bit springy and not break when they're done. Now you can slide your apples off the trays. Now your apples will get more brittle as they sit, which is how I prefer it. I've dried mine out a little bit longer so that there's no moisture left. This is for long-term storage. If you want to eat them right away, you have them a little bit spongy, how I showed you previously. For long-term storage, make them crispy. And I make a nice snack. And there you have it. Now you can eat them as is, or you can put them in the freezer, put them in a Ziploc bag to keep moisture out of them, or you can vacuum seal them for long-term storage.